Hey, Robin!
Jack!
We are the Inwits, which you should probably know by now.
Yeah,
Unless we have new people watching, which, let's be honest, we probably don't.
Not for American season, I don't.
No, we usually drop
Unless
off from
they're
7
American.
watches
Yeah,
to 3
yeah, that's right.
to the American season. But here we are for the first episode of Island of Idol.
And we all know what the idols are now.
The idols are the idols.
Idols, yeah. As an American idol, not as in carrying the idol.
As in Boston Rob and Sandra Diaz.
Right.
Okay, you don't have notes.
No, I didn't really need it.
No,
It's the first episode.
Yeah, the first episode, and we got to be kind. It is the first episode. What did you think, though?
Well, number one, I actually kind of liked that Jeff didn't come down and do the whole
Did you?
intro.
Oh, I found it jarring. I found
No,
I was like, oh, where am
What
I?
I mean, that's what I mean. It hit me too. It was like, where's Jeff? What's going on? Why aren't they being marooned?
It didn't feel like Survivor.
I know. It was like, why aren't they leaping off a boat? Why aren't they grabbing stuff and throwing it off the boat and all that? I missed that. But I was
weird.
When he explained in the first channel what was going on, then it kind of clicked, and I was like, okay, he's just trying to amp up
the Island of Idols.
The Island of Idols. But let's put it this way: now they've done it once, I prefer them just to throw them off the boat and see how it goes.
No, I prefer a bit of an intro with Jeff.
Yeah, so do I.
Because what we got, Jeff came in at like 35 minutes into the episode. Like he wasn't there at all.
I know. So no, what I mean is I didn't mind it once he explained it, but now I would like to say no, bring him back.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. It didn't feel Survivor to me for some unknown reason. I mean, like,
well, it was pretty tame. You know, they basically got a boat to the beach. They
were at the
dropped
beach.
off and see you later.
And then there was like, well, now we get into Survivor, but without that manic, get the food, get this.
I know, right?
But maybe they haven't got anything now, so that's okay. There's no supplies. Maybe, I don't know.
They look pretty well supplied to me. You see the shelter in them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I liked here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm liking quite a couple of these women so far, of the characters.
Okay, which ones?
I'm liking the old bird who's like...
Oh, the lifeguard.
The lifeguard.
Forget her name.
Yeah, well, you forget her name, then I'm going to take even longer to remember names. I'm so bad with names. But I love the fact that she just was like, I've got to prove myself, and fire.
Yeah, fire.
And it looked like we watched Joe 2 seasons ago sweating, and he did it, and we were like, yeah, go Joe.
Yeah.
This chick didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, no, I think she would be sweating.
But she looked like she started it real easily, which was awesome. I love that.
No, that was great.
And I do love the chick.
Well, did you see what she did, though? She didn't just like go, yeah, I started fire, right? She was like, yeah, I couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah.
Nice touch, right? I couldn't have done it without you guys, right?
Very smooth, very smooth,
right?
And I do like the chick that was on the chopping block for being too likable straight away. Elaine. I liked her. She's a character. I enjoy her. She's funny.
I don't know if I like her, but I one of the things I will say right now is the more she spoke at Tribal, the more I wanted to vote her off.
Okay, yeah.
Because she proved at Tribal that she is capable of doing the heartstring tug, and using that likability as a weapon. And I was like, wow, she needs to go.
Yeah, yeah.
If you didn't think she needed to go before that, you did after.
The problem I have is like, with 39 seasons in now, how your story is less important 39 seasons in than it used to be.
Ronnie was an idiot. Like, and this is where I fault him. This is, even though it's the first episode, this is where I fault him. Ronnie sat down, he's one the camera, he talks about Lane, right? He's like, oh, she's come from a hard background, she's a factory worker. That's a
everyone
winner.
Likes her.
That's a winner there. I'm like,
no, it's not.
Why is that a winner?
Yeah, she's done nothing to prove she's a winner.
No, Ron, that's nothing.
Yeah, we're 30. Yeah, she was a winner. That's a winner story. Season 6.
Yeah, exactly right.
That was a winner. Post season 10 or pre-season 10.
Yeah, but maybe, you know.
But strategy, and yes, sometimes you can use your story, but you have to still have other stuff.
You do.
If you and I are in the final tribal, you have a bit of a story, I don't have a story, but we both had really good gameplay, your story does start to come in.
Maybe.
Yes, but it can.
It depends. No, I don't think the story does. I think it depends on how
you play it,
how you play it, and more importantly, how you put them up there.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can also sell your story a little bit.
If you've been like Russell and put them up there like Russell,
you're
not getting any votes. No. If you put them up there like Pia, they're probably all going to vote for you, you know?
But the story, I was like, what are you talking about? She's a winner.
I know, right? I couldn't fathom that.
No, that was so bizarre. Like this many seasons in, and also day one.
Like, you know, I got the feeling from Ronnie that it was like this. I used to be a tennis pro or an NFL pro until I did my knee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a winning story right there. I was like,
no, it's not.
No,
like,
it's not.
Let's talk about Devon's from last season and Luke in this season. Luke's a bit different from Australian season with his he did have a story. Devon's, however, did not have a story.
No.
However, Devon's was so popular, and they made him become so strong, and they had to get rid of him. And they did get rid of him.
Devon's story was that...
Oh, he got rid of himself.
His tribe mates going to jury for, I think it was 4 tribals in a row.
Yeah.
Saying, we can't beat this guy. Yeah. This guy is so good.
Whereas Elaine, day one... No, she doesn't have that yet.
No.
Yes, she's likable, but that doesn't give her the strength that it gave at Devon's.
No.
And maybe that's what he was afraid of. Maybe.
I just can't fathom. I think... Look, it's the first vote, so I think what it is... People just latch onto something. They need a reason to vote someone out, and they'll latch on anything.
But the reason is usually they went looking for an idol, or they're annoying.
Like Jason.
Survivor 101. Come on. Yeah, yes, you need to look for an idol, but you still need to build bonds instantly.
Dan, the talent agent, right? Yeah. He's like, I'm a talent agent. I'm going to model it. So it was, as soon as Jason disappeared, I was like, he's looking for an idol. That was. And I'm like, you don't have to be a talent agent. That's just Survivor 101. That's first base stuff.
Yeah. Yes, you need to look for an idol, of course. And of course, it's Island of Idols. That's maybe why they've kind of let them there. It's like, well, there's got to be idols around. But at the same time, it's a delicate balance with the dynamics.
That's it.
If you're those early dynamics...
Well, here we go. This is the other thing I've got to complain about every season, right? There's 6 of them standing there and they're like, this is an alliance. I met 6 people at the bus stop this morning, Rob, and we decided to make an alliance.
It's so stupid.
It is so stupid.
It's so ridiculous. Like...
Whereas, you saw it,
It is, like you said, it's that scramble to make sure you've got numbers so it's not you.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't matter.
But 6 people you've randomly just met, we're an alliance? You noticed everybody
to the end.
Went,
to the end.
Yeah, and then they all went off at their own way.
No, I don't even buy into that anymore.
No, but it's such a stupid thing.
It's so ridiculous.
And the other thing I've got to complain about is I forget, Millie, is it, right?
Oh, you're talking, I'm not going to know the names. I'm going to know it.
Millie, she's like, let's make an all-women's alliance. I'm like, gender is not a reason to have an alliance.
That said, right? I don't mind that. What I mean
is, my reason to play with you is not going to be simply
because I want to play with you.
My reason to play with you is because I want to play with you.
Yeah, it's not because you're a woman. It's not because you're a guy. It's not because we're the only 6 here while the other 3 are getting coconuts.
Right, that was stupid as well.
It's because I want to play with you.
That's right.
But I don't mind. I don't mind them sticking together. And
the fact you're a woman is not a reason for me to keep you around or to be in an alliance.
What it is a reason for. See, it's. What it is a reason for is it's a reason to start to build a network. It's a reason to go, how about this as a possibility? Us 6 women, let's stick together and we'll talk to each other and we'll keep each other in the loop. But at the same time, you don't want to burn your bridges, but it's not, you don't lock yourself into anything.
No, but all I'm saying is it's too general. It's too general to
It is too general. It is too general, but
that's why you saw them all fragment go their own way.
It's general enough to give you a little bit of strength for first vote.
So the smartest person I saw throughout this whole episode is actually Chelsea.
What does she do?
She hasn't done anything except for one thing, right? And that's what I mean, which is pretty good for the first episode. Yeah. Don't stick out.
You
don't stick out in the first vote, right? She's at the water hole and she's done what I've always say you should do. They're talking about voting, who to vote out, and she goes, "Who do you want to vote out?"
Yeah, we talk
and
about
they come out with the name Ronnie. Yeah. And Chelsea's like, okay.
Easy done.
Easy done.
Yeah.
Cost her nothing.
No.
Now she's
get some information.
Yeah.
And no.
That's it. Now,
don't want to do what Elaine did and said, please, I don't want it to be me. Right. Throw a name out. It can be anybody. I don't want it to be me. No, if you know they want you to go, don't beg for them to keep you. And that's an... I like the girl so far. I think she's a character.
Yeah.
But as far as strategy and as far as Survivor, if I was Ronnie going as she's a threat, that's an instant going. Well, she's not a threat at all, is she?
I know.
She's clearly not a threat because she's begging for her life. Yeah, you don't beg for your life. No. You go, okay, they want me out. Well, I want to what can I work? Who else can I work with?
That's right.
Because it's clearly especially for her, people like me. Why do I have to beg for my life?
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
And not everyone is going to agree with this vote.
That's right.
Because people like me.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got no reason to worry about this, to have this fear.
Well, look at, I forget the guy's name, the NHL player.
The hockey dude.
The hockey dude, right?
Is he
was
the
like,
touchy-feely dude?
No, yeah. No,
that's another dude.
that's Dan, the talent guy over on the other
Oh,
side,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
And he was like,
that's
you got nothing to worry about, they haven't got the numbers. That's what he said all the way through. The episode was, you got nothing to worry about, they haven't got the numbers.
Yeah.
He kept just saying it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, LA, listen to the guy.
Yes.
Right?
That's what they're trying to do, but we like you. This guy's a jerk. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. He's going home.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, don't panic.
Don't panic.
And that's not a great. It's not a great place to start.
It wasn't a good look
game.
when she walked up to him and said, "Oh, it's me.
Please
don't
vote me out. I'll vote anybody else.
Yeah. Any other name." I'm like, "Oh, that's not."
However, if it's I don't like it, but if it's your way of going, I'll vote anybody else out, not me, so you can divert them, so you don't get any votes, but still everyone's like,
yeah, true.
Just play it safe. Like it's a shitty diversion.
Yeah,
I think it's a poor, weak diversion. But if that's what she was going for,
look, it's a great beginning to a blindside. If you're actually part of a group that's going to blindside someone and you go and beg for it because you know it's you, that's a great way to get them to think, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I think there's better ways though.
Oh, well, no, all I'm saying is that's a part of that strategy, but that's when you really use it. I don't think that's
what she was
she
actively doing.
No,
she might,
wasn't.
but I don't know.
So, so you want to talk about Sandra and Rob now? Or do you have something else before that?
I don't actually have much. I'm going to say this. First episode, I wasn't. I said this today to some people who are all big Survivor fans. I'm like, this is controversial, but I've just come off I really enjoyed. Yes, we had issues with Australian Survivor, but I really enjoyed that the whole way through. I didn't really enjoy this episode of Survivor.
Oh no, I did. I thought it was okay. Good. Look, it's the first episode.
I know it's the first episode, so I'm just. Yeah. But I don't have anything else to really say for that. Nothing like.
I'm hoping the next tribe. The next time there's a next tribe or the next tribe.
Yeah. Well.
I don't want to see
Do I want to talk about Rob and Sandra, or do I want to talk about the girl who came back with her lie about Rob and Sandra first?
That will. I was going to get to that because I think that's a really good question, right? But I thought we'd talk about Rob and Sandra
first. Easy then.
Because then we can segue.
Cool.
Yep. Look, I like the fact that they've got their little hut that they can sit there and listen to Tribal.
And what do you? Yeah, I like that. And then when they're like, I just love and I know it's not really Survivor. This isn't Survivor because we've never seen it before. It's kind of odd, but it's like two champions of the game, two idols of the game. When we got, and I just thought of you instantly because you hate a tribal full of tears.
Yeah,
you bloody hate one. Yeah. And we've got Elaine and then Vince. But then I did love Rob go to Sandra go.
Did you? Was it ever this hard for you?
She's like, no.
I vote you. You're gone.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, she's like, what is this? What is this sort of tribe? No, this is what it.
But Rob laughed. He was like, obviously it's not hard for these guys, right?
Yeah, what are they doing? What are they doing?
I know. What are they doing? Right?
This isn't Survivor. Harden up. This is the game.
That's it.
I didn't mind. So I think I might enjoy. Rob and Sandra taking the piss.
Yeah.
If they do, it could be funny.
Yeah, I liked it, right? But look, apart from that, I thought, look, when I forget her name, went to
whatever
the
we'll
Idols.
Get there. So I'm hoping if this is going to be Island of Idols, I'm hoping that there will be no hidden idols ever on the two beaches.
I don't think there's ever going. Oh, no, I think they're going to be there. I just don't think there'll be any on the island.
No.
Not hidden. Rob or Sandra will give them.
Yeah, I'm hoping any advantage in the game is going to come from challenging Rob or Sandra.
Exactly.
I don't mind that. Do I?
I think it's a really big ask for there to be no idols on any of the contested beaches.
Well, it's more the fact, like I said, and I was telling you about the South African season. It was like Island of Secrets. You'd always go to the island and there was something there. Could have been, or there might not have been anything there. But that would mean whoever would go there was then the threat, because what did you get? Did you get anything? Was it an advantage? Was it immunity? Was it nothing? Was it a feed? Was it letters from home? You weren't really sure. This could be a similar take on that.
Well, don't forget, we did this in Australian Survivor a couple of seasons ago.
What have one
We had
place?
to go to the island.
Yeah,
what
but
was it called? I forget what it was
yeah, like that was their
Was it
exile.
Island No, it was Island of Secrets.
No, we haven't done that.
No, we don't.
But there was. She had to go. She had to travel through the. But that was a one-off.
But there was a couple of things that they did over there.
But there was like. But it was like.
Because remember, you hit the. Oh no! Wait. What am I thinking of? Where they had to smash the pipes, and you would either get a chance to go to the island, or you would get out. Or no, you got a chance. Remember, you went and smashed the thing out.
You know, my memory is shocking.
No, I'm forgetting which season it was. Where you go to the island, you'd smash the little clay urn, and it would say you get to play or you don't.
Or you lose a vote, or yeah. No, that was an American season.
Yeah, and then there was 3 things. If you got to play, then you had to choose 3 things, and all this. So they've really done similar.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if I want it all to come from there, or if I want their idol. I think if there's idols hidden on, I don't know. I don't know at the moment. But I don't mind, like, and part of me.
The only problem I have with it is this: I don't want every idol to be gated by Rob or Sandra.
But there might be just different advantages and stuff.
No. But one of the interesting things here is that Rob offered her an idol for 2. It's good for the next 2 tribals.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a limited idol. He didn't just say this is an immunity idol, right?
It's just a limited idol.
I can't imagine there's not immunity idols out there somewhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
Unless they've going to introduce this thing where idols
and they're only temporary.
Yeah.
To hide, because that will increase the risk, increase the reason for them to use them.
Exactly.
Because it's like, well, I can only use it for 2 votes. I can only use it for 2 votes.
Exactly.
Rather than what we get is people
hanging on for nearly the whole game. Sometimes.
Whereas you might find people can use them offensively, which is what you and I both love.
Exactly.
If they're only used for 2 votes.
The only problem with that is if you take an average person, and you say, here's an idol, you've got 2 tribals to make a move with it. Yeah. It's usually going to go badly rather than better.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
But who knows how that's going to end up. But also, if that's the case, because you don't need to take the information, you can just take the information and not challenge a Rob or a Sandra for the advantage.
That's what I was about to say. Is like, to be honest, I didn't think anything they said to her was that really crucial.
It was just a I know.
Not like what I mean is that it's not an insight you couldn't get just watching the show.
And as we've
like in normal life, right? If an offer looks too good, it usually is.
And Rob said that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you learn that.
Yeah, it's
in real life. The other thing was don't jump at the first opportunity, right? Which is again something. Well, maybe as you're growing up, you learn, but that's stuff that is just general knowledge.
But just learning to make a fire with a flint, it doesn't take that long. Especially if you've watched Survivor, if you've grabbed a flint at home. Like, I carry a flint with me every day. I don't even know why. It's in my bag. No, it's not. It's never in my pocket.
Damn, we nearly had a prop.
I know, but I've got a flint with me all the time now.
It's got magnesium on the back.
No, it's all
just flint. Yeah, that's steel. Cool. Look,
I want to get the magnesium one.
Well, no, that's what I was about to say. You can actually just start fire with just flint and steel. Yeah. Just flint and steel, right?
Yeah, and that's
it just takes a bit longer.
You can, yeah.
But all I'm saying is, like, he was like, now you can go back and you're going to get a flint, right? Now you can go back and make fire. I'm like. But they're going to get the flint anyway at the tribal, and they're going to be able to make the fire.
But she's going to be able to do it better and more, and waste less magnesium. But
what I'm trying to get at is I didn't really find them to be particularly insightful.
You're right.
Maybe it's because also it is only the first day, first 3 days. Maybe they've not got a lot to work with. Like Rob was saying to her, what's your alliance like? Is it good? Yeah, it's good. It's not, if you come back to Rob with, it's just good, or Sandra, they're probably just going to go, okay, right? But if you sit there and say to Rob, look, I've got this guy and I've got that person and they're doing this and that,
but I know,
maybe he'll give you more, I don't know.
I know we say these are 2 great players of the game, and Sandra has played 3 times, won twice. She's arguably very good at the situation. Rob's played 4 times, won once, got to the final as another time. and arguably one of the greatest players of all time. However, how does one of these players give information across? Because
they're not
every
in the
season
situation.
you're not there.
Yeah.
I can sit there and tell you, yeah, you need to do A, B, and C. But if my tribe is operating completely different from,
exactly,
Rob and Sandra might be great if they were there.
That's right.
But what information? What can they tell you? It's all.
You can say to Rob, "Oh, what about that situation with Lex?" And he'll tell you about the situation with Lex. How's that going to help me?
It's not going to help.
Yeah, he doesn't know my situation.
And Rob could sit there, Sandra could sit there and be like, "This is how you play it out." They could play it out exactly like Rob and Sandra told them to, and get voted out.
Oh, of course, absolutely, because they're not in that. They don't know everything.
Survivor, as a game.
Rob said to it, Survivor's full of pitfalls like this, right? I'm like, of course it is. You're dealing with people.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's
They're trying to win $1 million.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Survivor takes, the social part, the physical part, the strategic part. Then there's the luck part.
Luck. Some of it is just luck.
Some of it is luck. And
being on the right side or in the right place at the right time to have that conversation is purely what some players have won on.
Yeah.
That one time in the right place.
When you just hang out in the water, washing your feet, and chat about something, and then all of a sudden something happens, and you talk about that, and that leads to the path where the $1 million is going to take. So it's like I've said the whole time, and I've said this before, to me, Island of Idols is what Rob and Sandra said to the production, saying, yeah, we'll do season 4, but we need a chance to get fit. We need to get Island fit.
Exactly.
So give us a time. We're just going to chill out on an island. We're going to get in shape.
There is one other thing to say here, and that is Rob did say to camera, I had something else in my back pocket, but she never asked.
And that's going to be interesting.
Well, that is, right? Like, is it a case that if somebody goes there and goes, I don't want to take the challenge, will Rob then have to offer the next step?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe if she had said, so I'm keeping
What about a full immunity?
Mind you, to be honest, look, for the first vote, I wouldn't care about my vote either for the very first vote.
Yeah, I know, but there is the danger. Look, again, there is the danger of you weren't there for this crucial moment of strategizing. But there are so many numbers, it's not going to matter. It never did. It was usually a first vote isn't a torn vote.
No, that's right.
People want an easy vote.
Yeah, they want the easy vote, and not having your vote for it isn't that crucial. I don't think. Right?
Not an issue.
Yeah, unless you were trying for a blind vote, which would be amazing.
Unless you were one of the people with unless what you were, you knew you were one of the people on the chopping block already. If you come in and rub people the wrong way, and then you're sent to this place, and then you lose a vote. You've got it. There's a bit
that's more pressure.
There's more pressure, but there's already a lot of pressure on you anyway.
Exactly. Right.
So
I would have been quite happy to give up my vote, even going up against Boston Rob. I would have quite happy to do that for the chance of an island, because come that second tribal, if I can make something happen, I'm going to make it happen with that vote.
But at the same time, what was the chances of her winning?
Well, no. Look, as we saw with Devons. Fire is a tricky thing.
Fire is a tricky thing, but also, and like Rob's made, like you said, I've made hundreds of fires. However, once you know how to make a fire,
exactly.
It's not like I can get better and better and better at this until all of a sudden I look at it and it turns to fire. No, you still have to shake and make it easy. So if you have, and we talk about this often, and we were doing this because I thought I was going to get on.
Yeah.
You work out trying to how to make a fire. You need to know before you get on the island.
Exactly.
Surely you'd be doing that. And if you spent a good month trying to make a fire, if you spent a month making a fire, even a week, but if you did a month every day making a fire,
exactly,
you can compete against Boston Rob.
Absolutely.
And then it's going to come down to in the moment. Did you,
your experience of making fire? Like, I've made hundreds of fires, but.
Once you can competently make a fire, once you can competently make a fire very quickly,
you pretty much got it all down.
What it is I can ride a bike with with the training wheels on. I take my training wheels off. Now I'm just riding a bike. Maybe I can ride a bike with no hands for a little bit, and now I'm riding a bike with no hands. But that's it. I can't get any better
at it, right? And that's exactly what we're talking about. And that's why I was like. When Sammy said, he's made hundreds of fires, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. I've made 25, but I've made them really well.
That's it, right?
But if you haven't, if you've only made that one fire, sure, then you don't go up against someone. But if you've spent time making fire at home,
if it was one of those games, the games where you've got to go up against, the taskmaster or whatever they're called, and they're like, they've read the Encyclopedia Britannica and they've got all the answers. That's completely different. This was like make fire. I was like, yeah, I'd do that for an idol, sure.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, she was never going to win. But if she had done fire making at home, she could win.
Oh, exactly.
She could win.
Well, let's put it this way. Imagine Andy in the same situation. Yeah. No, you don't think much of Andy, but...
No. I think Andy can do all that stuff. I think Andy's a joker. I reckon Andy could have challenged Boston Rob for fire. Because you can only be so good at it.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, Andy, I think, would have just sat there and gone, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can make a fire. Yeah. Make my little nest, put my little... Yeah, easy.
That's right.
Not an issue.
Not an issue. So... I'm hoping the challenges... See, this is the thing with this boot camp thing. What challenges can they have from here on out?
Yeah, and also...
It can't be...
you catch more fish than I catch.
Yeah, it can't be like
we make
a challenge.
Puzzle better.
We can't make... No. We can't give them a puzzle to do, right?
Or there might be really basic things. I don't know. Again, like I said... I think the idea of a boot camp, 39 seasons in, is ridiculous. I don't think what's the point? You've watched 20 years of Survivor.
I don't think it's ridiculous.
You've watched 20 years. You don't need it.
I don't think it's ridiculous in form. Sorry, I don't think it's ridiculous
on paper
concept.
No,
but it may be ridiculous in the format that changed. Like, remember Extinction Isle? I think the idea is good. I think the execution was horrible.
Yeah,
right?
I think with some tweaks it could be better.
Much better, right?
I just think, as far as boot camping goes, you should have watched enough. That should be your boot camp.
Well, as Zeke proved, I watched 20 seasons back to back, right? You binge watch 20 seasons, right?
That's your boot camp.
There's your boot camp.
Because it's in the moment. What they say to you doesn't affect what's happening on the beach.
Exactly.
It gives you information, but it's not information you haven't got from watching it.
No, look, maybe because they're going to be sitting there watching all the tribals, maybe as the
True. Maybe they'll have the insight.
Maybe they'll be able to go, in 5 tribals, maybe they'll sit there and go, look, we saw you talking, or, we saw how your tribal went, and blah, blah happened, and this happened. So where do you think you fit in? Oh, I don't think you do fit in there because this happened. Or I saw that, right? In which case, maybe they'll be able to advise a guy and say, oh, you really should be,
Yeah, they'll get insight from watching tribals, yes. So that might help.
That might actually help. And maybe, but I guess from the challenge side, though, if they're always going to be giving a challenge to get something out of them, right? I'm like, I'm at a loss.
Because then we're kind of doing...
You're going to play badminton?
Yeah, we're almost doing this weird Redemption Island challenge. It isn't, but it also doesn't have any value.
No value.
Winning an item, an advantage in the game.
Yeah.
It's odd, but we'll see how it plays out because we don't know. I've only seen the one thing.
Well, that's the thing. But, in 6 episodes, we might be sitting there going, this worked out really well.
Yeah,
but we'll see. The only thing I'm concerned about is the actual challenge side of it.
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Because you don't want to do 2 big challenges. You don't want to be sitting there like,
no,
okay, like
that's right.
Because then it's like I just feel like it's going to be Redemption Island challenges, but for why?
For why? Yeah.
And like I said, unless it's just to help Boston Rob and Sandra get a leg up.
And what are you going to do against
40?
Sandra?
No, look. To be honest, what else are they doing on the island? If the production are going, okay, the challenge is the dominoes. You can practice the dominoes for 3 days. They'll be doing the challenges. They'll have 3 days of practice on these challenges.
But again, it doesn't sit right with me. Like it's kind
of it's weird. It's odd.
Weird.
It's an odd thing. And like I said, it's definitely to make them fit for 40. That's it. Can only be that.
Exactly. What I prefer is look, just send them over there and give them advice, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe say
it's always just been weird when Cochrane was on the boat. It doesn't work.
What I would prefer is perhaps if Rob and Sandra sat down and went, talk to them about whatever it is they want to talk about, right? And then say to them something like, well, look, we do know that there's an advantage on the island to the east.
Yep. Go for it.
You got an hour.
Yeah. Great.
Then you throw it into the contestants' hands and off they go.
Here's a clue.
Really
see you later. Clue. You've got an hour.
Yeah.
See what you can do with the information.
That's what I would be, I think, happier about.
Yeah, I would. Maybe we'll see some of that too. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be good.
What about her lie? Why?
I tell the lie. Look, I understand one reason why she did it. She didn't want to come back for the first open, put a mark on herself, right? So she's lied. But on the other hand, you got to realise that this is not going to stay secret.
No.
Not everybody's going to come back and go, oh, I just broke an urn, took our thing, and I didn't get to play.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, yeah, I didn't get the urn. I met Boston, Rob and Sandra.
What are you talking about?
What are you on about, you loon?
In which case, that's going to come back.
It's
going to come back.
There's weird decisions to lie in Survivor. Like, if your lie is going to get caught out, don't do it.
And look, honestly, let's put it this way. If she had to walk back into camp and gone, I just met Sandra and Boston Rob, right?
And they taught me how to make fire.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, they're giving so the game Island of Idols is actually the 2 idols there.
Yeah.
You go in, give some information. My information was they taught me how to make fire.
That's right. And then they might say to you,
That's
well,
cool.
how do I get to go there? Or how do you get and you go, it's random, it's just your name out of a
Well,
bag.
hopefully we get to draw the name out. I don't know. That's all I know. Because there's
and
doesn't
that's what
matter
she can say. She can say, oh, and while I was there, he asked me to draw the name for the next person to come from the other side.
And she could also say, and it doesn't even matter, but she could and then when you learn, I could choose to challenge Rob to make fire to win an immunity idol.
Yeah.
Or to win an advantage.
He beat me.
And he beat me.
Yeah.
He beat me.
Yeah.
Because
Obviously.
I'd never made fire before.
Yeah.
It was just a weird lie. It made no sense.
It didn't make sense to me because
unless they're only doing that once and you never have to go there again, then
That's
sure.
Right. That's
if it's that time when you go back to Cochrane on the boat.
Yeah,
if you won that and it was Cochrane on the boat, make a lie about it, sure. Because that's not happening again. But when the whole season revolves around it and you've made
there's 2 big statues.
Yeah, it's really cool. Say how cool it is. It's fun. You met Rob and Sandra. Awesome.
But it's going to come back to bite her.
Yeah, it's just, but it's not going to. I don't think it'll bite her massively, but it could.
No, but it could.
But what it does is just puts her on the foot backwards.
That's
you just step back with your strategy because now you've lied for no reason.
No reason. That's the problem.
For no reason. So it's not going to kill your game, but it could kill. But it could kill your game.
Later on.
It shouldn't, but it could. So why would you do it?
I don't like you. I don't actually think this is going to go anywhere. Right? I think somebody later on might go, why'd you lie to us?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
What's the point?
But then it'll be gone.
That's what I'm saying. It probably won't do anything for you, but it could. So if it could, why would you risk that?
Exactly. So anyway, look, I didn't think she needed to lie. I would have just told the truth because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, and if you wanted to lie, you just don't have to talk about the challenge. You could just say they give information. And the information was they taught me how to make fire. And we go to Flint and Steel and we got to practice with them.
Look, that's the thing. She could say, look, nothing about the old. Just say, look, Rob taught me to make Flint and Steel. He asked me what I thought of my game. I said, look, I've only been the beach 3 days.
I think I'm missing something important. They're like, yeah, well, that's kind of how it is. Keep your ear to the ground.
Exactly.
That's all he said.
Done.
Simple. Because the next person will go and be like, similar sort of thing. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
So I don't think there's any need to lie about the
There's a weird lie.
Island of the Idols, right? Because I also get the feeling that it's probably somewhere down the track. They're all going to be shown the Island of Idols anyway. Yeah. I would imagine somewhere along the line, everybody in post-merge or something is going to get to visit and meet them and say hi. Anyway.
Yeah, there might be a moment where they'll have a switch up, but you'll get 2 captains. Rob will be on one, Sandra will be on
something
the other.
Like that.
Yeah, you never know.
They're not going to just leave them sitting on the island, I think, for the whole episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but look, we'll see how the concept plays out.
Yeah, we'll see.
I hope it's better than Extinction because that was pretty poor.
Apart from Devon's.
No, I just meant the
concept.
Yeah, the concept was fine.
I'm hoping it's just not a shitty concept that we have to just churn through to get to 40. I hope we get
if it's
something
like Extinction last season, it's just going to be a drag.
It's just another thing where you're like, I know you try and reinvigorate the game, but it's not broken.
No.
And we're not bored of it. You don't always need to...
Well, I still come back to the thing that Chris, who won last season, I can actually sit there and say to him, how many tribals did you make, Chris?
Yeah.
What was it like making merge?
Yeah.
And he can sit there and go, I made 3 tribals and I didn't make merge.
Yeah. Weird.
But I won.
Shouldn't have happened.
No.
That's it from me.
Yeah, same here. It's a first episode.
We did ramble a lot for a first episode, though.
But there's not much to say.
There's not much to say.
Okay.
All right. See you next week.